We got breaking news in the NBA right now. James Harden, 76ers guard. This is breaking news. He is opting in. He's picking up his $35.6 million player option, and sides are beginning to work together in exploring trade scenarios. This is what sources is telling ESPN. You got Windhurst, you got everybody coming out reporting this. This is coming live from Adrian Wojnarowski. This is unbelievable. What a shocking turn of events that we are witnessing with James Harden. We all knew that he wanted to change his scenery, but I guess we didn't know how serious it all was, But clearly James Harden wants out, and it's looking like it's going to happen this time around. For whatever reason, the Joel Embiid partnership just didn't work itself out. James Harden, to me, he's clearly lost a step. I don't know what the hell is he planning on doing. Is he headed to Houston? Is he headed to LA? These are the million-dollar questions I have. Like I said, free agency is fastly approaching. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports TV for more news, updates, and more. We're going to be doing a free agency special tomorrow. You do not want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to miss it. Mind you, we going live tonight to discuss everything that just been popping off all day. You understand? So it's wild, but man, what's next for the Sixers? Hey, my man Embiid, he gonna need a running mate. And if you James Harden, why couldn't you make it work with Embiid? I don't get that. They gave him the basketball. You playing with the MVP. That's what makes me feel like there's fake relationships going on. Did he really like Joel Embiid? Maybe he feel like Joel Embiid is always hurt. I don't know what's going on. But he clearly wants out of Philly, and I believe they're going to make this happen. And Philly, they could not lose this man for absolutely nothing. If you are Philadelphia, there's no way in God's green earth you can lose James Harden for absolutely. It just cannot happen. So I like the fact that if they're going out, if he's on his way out the door, you have to get something in return for this man. You have to. You cannot just let this man just bounce like that. But James Harden, he has picked up his option, man. This is crazy. He definitely made his final decision, and he will accept that player option. Me personally, I didn't feel like he was gonna get $35 million a season anyway. So of course he's gonna pick up that amount of money. Why wouldn't he not? The way James Harden been playing, he don't warrant $35 million. Not me personally. Maybe you might feel like that, but I don't. And James Harden, to me, I don't know where he's headed, but I'm pretty sure he's headed to bolster another super team. You got, you have the Phoenix Suns. They trying to make noise. I don't see them taking on, I don't see Philly taking on Ayton. That wouldn't make any sense. But unless they're pulling off the Twin Towers, or they're going to flip Ayton. I don't know what they're going to do. But I know that some of these guys are trying to flock their way down to Phoenix. Let me just break the bubble to you. These guys are trying to create a bomb squad in Phoenix. And there's an arm race to figure out who's going to get down there. You got Kyrie, you got all these people trying to get down to Phoenix so they could just completely run 8 on the league. And I think that's truly unfortunate that something like that could occur. If you are the Sixers, you have Tyrese Maxey. You have young guys there that need to take the mantle. If you Tyrese Maxey, it's time. I'm not gonna say I'm a believer or a guy who don't believe in him, but I think that Tyrese Maxey is a decent enough player to step into an increased role. And I think they was asking Harden some tough things and some tough tasks that they wanted done. And I think when push came to shove, he just wasn't going for it. You see his true colors right then and there. We talk this team player sacrifice stuff. It sounds good, but are players really trying to do all of that? And that's something that we got to ask ourselves. Do players truly want to sacrifice what it takes to win a championship? Because it's going to take immense sacrifice. It ain't going to take what these guys think it's going to be. They really have to sacrifice out there. And like I said, you got the MVP. I don't see how it couldn't work. So now it's going to be interesting to see. He's hopping around teams right now. You got the Clippers and the Knicks are expected to pursue Harden. If you the Knicks, you got to get on that. If possible. The Knicks, I feel like, could get Harden and take him over the hump. Tobias Harris, has issues going on with him as well. So Philadelphia is looking like they about to dismantle everything, because I'm going to keep it 100 with you. You have obviously Tobias and Harden, and what are they going to do if they lose both of these players and don't bring in any equitable help? You can't just have Maxey and Embiid. I think we are starting to see the days of Embiid. He may have to. I know that he is beloved in the city of Philadelphia and a brotherly love, but at some point he needs to get around some counterparts. I would love to see Embiid in Golden State. He need to be surrounded by snipers. And I think time is of the essence for Embiid. I don't think anybody going to fault him. I think that no matter what, Embiid going to have his jersey retired in the rafters if he was to leave now, in Philly. I think that he's so entrenched with the community, they will respect it. He trusted the process. He was around for everything. The process failed. You understand? It didn't work. Ben Simmons, he just completely regressed into a player that don't belong in the NBA. James Harden, he lost a step. So it's like, and like I said, Embiid, at any given second, he could collapse. So if you Philadelphia, at what point do you turn to say, hey, man, we might want to get off Embiid before we end up with a microfracture or something like that, or something crazy? Seriously, you might have to pull the plug on Embiid. But listen, man, there's a lot going on, man, like in the NBA. A lot of teams are retooling. People going to have some paper. But now, be on the lookout. Free agency is fastly approaching. Tomorrow, free agency begins. You're starting to see little rumblings and inklings right now. But it's about to get set off in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. And you already know here at Flight Sports, we're going to definitely set it off. So let me know what landing spots do you want to see Harden in? What's next for him in his career? Because I think that his next move better be his best move. You just can't keep bouncing around teams and trying to get on the best. It's just, like I said, it's getting pitiful what's going on right now in the NBA these days. You got all these stars just running around, jumping ship, trying to get on a stacked team so they could just run roughshod on the NBA and act like they really was. It's getting scandalous, the things that's happening. I can't wait to the days where these guys want to do it like how I used to, where it was a one-man team and things like that. People wanted their own teams. Now, guys want to make sure they pair with this one. They get this third guy and all. They want to go to a team that's thoroughly stacked to the point where you ain't got to do much. Y'all gonna win the game. And that's sickening. Harden, he could have got a championship in Brooklyn, but size didn't come together. But clearly, we are on the cusp of James Harden leaving, and you knew he wasn't happy there in Philadelphia. Even with Doc. It clearly is something bigger than Doc. We don't know what it is, but if you Harden and you leave this situation with the reigning MVP, right, and you go to Houston, it's not going to be a good look. It's not. And mind you, I'm pretty sure they're working like I said, they are working together on this move. So they're going to see if they can get Harden to a location they want and bring in equitable resources. We're going to be documenting it all. Peace and love. It's Flight Sports.